Boys and girls, welcome back to another AFL predictions, tips, and tricks. The official season, you could say, is actually here. A lot of teams that did not play last week in the opening round are now playing this week. It should be fun. It should be amazing. The AFL is back officially. Nobody has bye weeks. That's still kind of weird, but we'll take it. A lot of good matchups this week. A lot of great matchups this week. I was starting with Carlton, Richmond. But before we even get to that, I hope you guys are doing good and amazing, having a very, very, very great week. It's Tuesday where I am, so I'm of course on Tuesday, but I hope you guys are having a good start to the week already. Get ready for some footy, a few days away. But without further ado, man, let's just go ahead and let's just hop straight into this, man. We got Carlton against Richmond. Obviously, Richmond disappointed, very, very disappointed Richmond last week against Gold Coast. Going against Carlton, beat Brisbane. Um, just a weird. I watched the highlights of the Richmond game. Just weird. They just came out like they didn't come to play. It's kind of weird. They just didn't come out to play. Obviously for Carlton, very good win against Brisbane last week. Coming back like the way that they did, led by that dynamic attacking threat by Harry Mackay and Charlie Curnow, both with multiple goals. And I expect them to do that again against Richmond. I expect Carlton to win it again. To win again this week. So got Carlton beating Richmond, of course. Friday, one of the top games of the early round already. We have Collingwood against Sydney. Obviously, Collingwood looked very disappointing last week against GWS. Maybe just early season struggles. But we know how good Collingwood was. Like, if I'm correct, I think they're like majority like undefeated throughout the whole season. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong, but I didn't do like number one during like the whole season last year. Going up against Sydney. Very good win by Sydney last week. Very good win, led by their new addition, Brody Grundy. Played very, very well against Max Gawn in Melbourne. But I think Collingwood are going to respond back and beat Sydney. Like, to start the season 0-2. I mean, when's the last time a team started off 0-2 and actually made the finals? I mean, there's still time to, like, Collingwood could get high if they lose this week and just tailor off 7-8 straight wins. But I got Collingwood win this week because I feel like they need to respond back, obviously, from last week. Bombers against Hawthorn, two teams that did not play last week. Obviously, Bombers played all right. Are going up against Hawthorn, who are still trying to, rise up the ranks in terms of their, team stuff like that. Showed a bit of improvement last season, but I actually have them winning. I actually do have the Hawthorn Hawks winning against Bombers. It should be a tight, close game, I feel like, but I got Hawthorn winning. Saturday, GWS against North Melbourne. Like I said, obviously GWS looked very, very well last week. Going up against North Melbourne, who are, trying to get right. North Melbourne are trying to get right, and it's okay. It's all love and fun, man. But they are trying to get right. I expect GWS to win. I expect it to be a pretty smooth, easy victory. But hopefully North Melbourne, even if they lose a lot of games, it's a lot of close and competitive games just to show hey, we're not pushovers. We're not soft. Like, yeah, we may not have the talent yet, but we're going to come out here and compete every single game. So that's what I'm expecting to see from North Melbourne. A lot of times last year it was straight blowouts. Like, it was pretty bad. It was straight blowouts last season. But I got GWS being Geelong against St Kilda. Obviously, Geelong won. If I'm correct, are one of the older teams in the AFL. Going up against St Kilda, who were actually pretty solid last season. Should be. I think this game is actually going to be a pretty good game to say the least. St Kilda, play well. I think defensively they were very good defensively last year as well. But for Geelong, Jeremy Cameron and boys, Tom Hawkins. It's an older team, but hey, experience does play a factor. And I expect them to beat St Kilda to start the season off well. But it should be a good game though. It should be a very, very good game. I think it's a home game as well, so. I mean, to win in front of, to start the season off doing that, I expect it to happen. Gold Coast against Adelaide. Gold Coast, like I said, looked very, very impressive last week against Richmond. Like I said, beating them pretty well. People First Stadium is actually a pretty cool name. People First Stadium. That's hard. Going against Adelaide, mid tier last year. They weren't the greatest, but they were kind of mid. But so middle of the pack. Obviously led by Tex Walker, I think his name is. Tex Walker. Mustache, bro. Got Gold Coast being Adelaide. I think Gold Coast can win again and kind of be a little sleeper team this season. I'm not really sure how far I can go, but I got Gold Coast beating Adelaide. Melbourne against Western Bulldogs. this should be a good game as well. I need Melbourne to respond back after the loss against Western Bulldogs, and we'll see if that happens. I expect that to happen, but either way, man, Melbourne coming out here with a statement, being Western Bulldogs. Obviously, Western Bulldogs have probably the best player in the game in Marcus Pelly. And who a lot of people are favorite to win, like MVP. You could say. I know it's not called MVP. I just want to call it the MVP, the most valuable player in the league. But Western Bulldogs still got some good talent over there. But this should be another good game as well. But I think Melbourne need to respond back from last week, and I expect that to happen at the MCG, basically a home game. Last two games of the round. Sunday, Port Adelaide against West Coast Eagles. Obviously, West Coast Eagles. Kennedy retired, I think, last year. I think Rioli's still there. It's a team that dealt with flat injuries last year, if I'm correct. Thank you to you guys for letting me know about that. They still need some more talent. They still need some more players on the team. Am I expecting them to be the wooden spoon finalists again? It's too early to call. I think I need to see them at least play, see how they are. But same thing I was saying about North Melbourne. They go ahead and just compete, and just try to fight every game to win and show when it'll be pushovers. I'm all for that. But I got Port Adelaide, who made the finals last year, who were very, very good last year, led by Peter Piper. But managed to finals and lost both of the games, so I think they are going to come in here and show hey, we're not flukes, we're not flukes. We don't suck. We don't suck. But last game, Brisbane against Freo, decent team. As for us, man, we need to just come out here and just redeem ourselves from last week. It's still kind of crazy how we lost last week. Just didn't show up. Very, very. Start off so well. So well, but just quarter by quarter, Carlton got hot and they need to do to win. And it's a good week for us to respond. Good week for us to get our first one of the year season. And hopefully we are able to do that. But those are my predictions for this week, man. You guys let me know you guys overall thoughts about them in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like the video. Sub as well. Take care. Stay amazing. See you guys soon. Peace.